Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Today's reading is going to be the person that you need in your life right now. You have got three choices. The first choice is the baby blue. Second one is the orange. And the third choice is the pastel pink. So if you want to make your choice, then we'll get stuck in.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Okay, this first section is all about you. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was going to put the second section out first, but I'm just going to go with you at the moment with regards to how you're coming across here. It may be who you are naturally. It may be just a part of your life that you're going through, but you've got the Ten of Water twice. So to me, it makes me think of Cancerian, and I don't quite know why. I can't actually remember what the astrology sign the card actually signifies. I certainly can't talk this morning. But to me, it's like somebody, group situation, emotions, holding, wanting family, wanting to feel complete, wanting people around you, wanting to feel like life's a hug in some way. So that is that Cancerian feeling of wanting to be slightly emotionally cocooned. But you've got Lilith throwing that out next to it. So Lilith next to the Ten of Water is you want to have somebody who stands by you, but you're not going to put up with. And you've got the Chariot down here, which is self-will. You're not going to... There's a word going through my head. I love words. I never can use them in the right place. It's something to do with, it's not subjugate, it's not abdicate. I don't know what it is. You don't... I'm trying to say that you don't, what I am trying to say, you're not going to change for anybody. So I don't know whether you're a little bit older, and I can speak from my own experience. You tend to toughen up like an old leathery boot as you get older, and you don't want to do it in a bad way. You don't want to become stiff, but you want to be able to be waterproof, I suppose is what I'm trying to say here. You want to be able to know what you want, but still be flexible enough to be open to other people. You've also got here indecision. So I wonder whether you are searching possibly at the moment. You're searching for love. You're searching for commitment. This feels like you're not looking for a one-night stand with the Ten of Water twice. You're looking for somebody to spend some time with, to be able to walk on the beach, to be able to share your feelings with, to be able to hug and kiss in bed. Oh, lovely. Somebody just, somebody who's a comfort to you rather than somebody who rubs you up the wrong way. You can go through periods of life, even if you're at this now with the Lilith there, you may have had girlfriends, boyfriends in the past who have, you've enjoyed the friction, you've enjoyed the rub, you've enjoyed the fights, and that is part and parcel of finding out who you are too. But to me, I think at the moment, I don't know what this is, but you are not prepared to put up with any rubbish, is what I would say there. You want somebody strong, you want somebody caring, you want somebody who's going to add to your life. This isn't a pile of, I could do the rampant affair and I don't care as long as the sex is good. This is like, I fought for who I am now and where I am now. And I want somebody to be able to share that without trying to pull me down. Yeah. You're searching out inside yourself with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune and the I'm not sure which one to take. You're searching out where you want to be in life in general. Where the bigger picture. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time, 10 years' time? What are your best points? What can you put forward? And you want somebody to help you on your path rather than somebody who's going to cause you to stumble occasionally. It's a bigger picture here, and it's got a feeling of strength and confidence in who you are, knowing where you want to be. And that is half the battle, I think. Knowing who you are, and then if you don't know that, it's really difficult to leave the space for somebody else to come in. So that's what I've got so far. You're looking for an emotional attachment, commitment, somebody to make life feel a bit more sweet, kinder, gentle, somebody to share your good moments with, somebody to hug, somebody to kiss, somebody to cuddle with and laugh with. You're you've done your own battles, you've got where you are through hard work, and you are in the process with the Wheel of Fortune and with the deciding card here of getting there with where your next big choice is going, and you want somebody along for the ride, not somebody who's pulling you off your wheel or taking you to the bottom of the wheel. Look, pulled you off. Hold on, let me just take my jumper off. Right, let's go to what type of person, if you are giving off this energy, what type of person is likely to come towards you, or you may already know them already. Let's stick you over here. Let's get out the next one. So, this is the person that will do you some good to keep around you. And they do say, don't they, that they do say, I love those things. I love those, like, so-and-so says this and the stats say this. And I thought, yeah, you've probably interviewed about 2 people. But they do say that if you find somebody who makes you feel bigger and better and good, then to hold on to them. Okay, your person, this is funny because you're looking for emotions and you're looking for tenderness. This person is straightforward. So you're giving off this feeling of, but you have got a fighty quality in you with the Chariot and Lilith there. That does have a quality of somebody who, I wonder why you're pulling, you may be pulling, with the Mars and the King of Wands here, you're pulling somebody towards you who can stand up for themselves, who can be very straight, not, you can't bowl this person over. And if you've got this Lilith card here, and I'm saying, you know, some people when we're young, we tend to find people we can brawl with and push with to see who we are, especially in our teens. And this has got a feeling that you're getting that back again. This person is a worker. It's somebody who dedicates a lot of time to work. It's somebody who you ask them a question and they will tell you. This is somebody who's got a spark, slightly tinging on aggression. Is a fighter. To me, this feels like a fighter who puts a lot of effort into there every day. There's a feeling here that this person may have like lost businesses. I don't know why I'm thinking this, because the 3 of Earth here and this card here, and I'm looking, what could they have lost? You know, what could they have thought that they've won but somebody else has lost? So I'm thinking businesses here. So this person may have set up their own business, and if it hasn't worked, they just carried on with the next bit. It's not a case of, oh my gosh, lost my money, lost somebody else's money. This person is somebody who has a big aim, confident in themselves, quite sexual in some way that's very straightforward. This isn't subtle sexual. This is somebody who doesn't prune themselves in the mirror too much. They know they look good, and they just wear it well. This is quite funny, really, to be honest. And don't put in the comments that was not funny. I often get that. And I say it off the top of my head, this was quite funny. And I'm thinking because of the comparison. Because initially you're coming across as wanting to be... It's like the end of an era of fighting with the Lilith card, the Chariot card, and the 10 of Water here. It's like you want to settle down, but you're still pushing out this energy of... come and get me if you dare, with the Lilith card and the Chariot card here. So that may be where this indecision's coming with you. You're looking for more, you're looking for change, but you've still got the energy inside you that is, it's interesting energy to me. It's like, okay, here I am, push me and see. But you're ready for this. This person is coming across as, I'm going to push you and see. But then you may enjoy it because it makes you feel alive. This is the type of person who calls you out. You know, when we all lie to ourselves, we all do this, you know, and you thought, oh, wow, this and this and that. And well, actually, no. And you're like, oh, no, 10 of water. Just don't say that. Just, you know, it's like, I don't want to hear that at the moment. I'm just settling down for the evening. Like, well, no, let's just sort it out. It's somebody who does give you that Lilith, that Chariot, chance to be able to express that part of yourself. And because you're coming out two parts here, and this person's coming out as clarity, knowing yourself through what I would guess is having a little tumble, even though it may feel it's Ariesy to me. It is very Ariesy, this feeling of your person coming towards you. Let me just put a bit more out. It's very fiery. Very, very fiery. I think you may have a mixture of toughness and strong emotions. You are thinking at the moment that you'd want to sit back on your emotions and just let life flow through you for a bit, but it isn't time. The person coming towards you is going to make you feel alive, is going to make you feel sexy, is going to make you feel awake, is going to make you feel like you want to have a little bit of a spa with. And I know people who have had boyfriends like this, and I know one boy, and actually the girl was Aries, and he said, I was attracted to her because she looked like she could tumble. And I know that sounds rude, but it wasn't meant like that. He was like, he wanted somebody sturdy who he felt that he could play with in life. Physically sturdy as well was part of what he liked. I actually know a girl called Sturdy. This person is looking for fun, excitement, people to be straight up, honest, moving with life, not sitting down too much. No, there's no time for crying. There's no time, to be honest, to be overdoing these emotions with this person. Maybe it's just not time. Why have you got the 10 of water when your person is coming out as the complete opposite? Because that's who you are, and the Fool card there is like a throwing it all up in the air, a change, and that must be bringing another part of yourself out, and that's part of yourself that needs to be brought out. And this person's coming into your life is self-assertive and strong and confident and stands up. If you're watching this pile and you're not the type of person that can stand up in front of a crowd and say your name, what you like, what you don't like, and, you know, maybe a little story about yourself without feeling slightly nervous, I've got a funny feeling by the time you leave this person, then you will be able to do that without blinking an eye. It's because this sun is no clothes on. This person teaches you to be bare and open and raw. And you're perhaps in the past have looked for a comfort in partners, but then maybe something with the Chariot card and the Lilith card has slightly antagonized you about them. I don't know. You know, there's another feeling here as I'm reading this, another Aries, she was Aries rising girl that I know, and her brother said to me, because she was going out with my brother at the time, that it was something like she either idolizes or idealizes people, but when she had a boyfriend, she would, if there was any weakness, this isn't love, I'm sure, but it's how different people interact. And we can't say what was love for us may not be love for somebody else. I don't know about that, actually. What is a good relationship for us will not be a good relationship for somebody else, is probably what I could say. And if she smelt weakness in some other person, she would be turned off by them. She said to me, she was an incredibly attractive woman, and she said that if the guy can't look me in the eye, then I'm not interested. And I remember Madonna saying something like that. She said there was a picture on her wall, not to me, she didn't say this to me, there was a picture on a wall of a woman giving birth, and I think it was like, you know, a head-on, the baby head-on type of picture. And she said if anybody's repulsed by that, they're not my friend, which I thought was a bit mean. But she said the same as well about people looking them in the eye was very important to her. So this is coming, this person is going to look you in the eye. And I wonder whether you'll be attracted to them. And I wonder whether that is going to bring out this quality of Lilith and Chariot. This person is almost like find out who you are type of person. This person with the Mars and the King of Wands is not one of those people that open Christmas presents and say it's lovely when it's not. It's like, no, sorry, I don't need that. We have people like this in my family. It's like, no, no, I'm not going to use it. Can I have the receipt? That type of person. And if you are crying at the thought of this, it may not be that severe. It may not be that severe. They're just different, probably parenting styles. People that I know when they talk about their parents who have this feeling. Parents are the ones that are up and supporting their kids or them when they played football or when they did some sort of sport, and they're there clapping them on. It's not like pulling them into emotional battles. And I wonder whether the fact that you've got these lovely cup cards here, that you're looking, perhaps your family supported you in different ways, you know, emotional ways, sat and talked to you. This person is just slightly different from you, but still has what I guess is probably, you're trying to use my maths very quickly here, about 40% of you that hasn't been developed and is the main percentage of them. Okay, so let's keep going. And we'll sum it up at the end. There's a feeling here that how will this person come towards you? How will you know who they are? There's a feeling here that, two different feelings here. One I'm going to mention, I'm not that sure, that you could be going into a new situation possibly. I'm not sure about this, but I'm going to carry on with it. So I'm not expecting this to be true, but it may be for one or two. And you're going to feel slightly left out of a situation because you've got this like women with the cups here and work cards. I've had an image in my head of being sat around a sociable situation, like a table, a dinner table, or chatting to people, and they're introducing you in some way, and then you meet this person, because this is an outsider, this is a social situation, this is a work situation. So this person, if so, you will recognize them by the fact they'll shake your hand. They won't wait to be introduced. They will say, hi, I am this person. This is not somebody who's socially backward. They work hard. They're tough. They will want a challenge in life, and that will be with regards to relationships, being their best self, and work situations. This isn't somebody who sits on their heels. This is somebody who probably exercises quite a lot with the Mars card and the King of Wands. Biking springs to mind there, you know, that jogging, the gym not so much, because like Taurus and those type of things tend to make me think more, but on Earth makes me think of weights. But this is definitely somebody who has excess energy, that if this is the type of person, if they're in a small space with the Sun and the King of Wands there, if they're in a small space, they will become aggressive or angry. It's if they can't exercise, if they're, you know, that type of feeling, will feel thwarted. And with regards to, I feel bad saying this, so use your own intuition here. You've got the Six of Swords for what's going to happen in this relationship. The Six of Swords, I would say, isn't really a positive card, but I suppose it is, because it tends to make me think of, this is what it makes me think of with regards to this. It's smoothing yourself out with a part of yourself that you don't really think is lovable, possible, or definitely not agreeable. I'm going to think of another ubble. And this person allows you to be it. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's refreshing. There's a feeling here that you may possibly, here with a Fool card here and jumping out of one system into the next and having happy families, you may not have been able to speak up to a parent. This person did. Probably had a relationship with their parents where they were allowed to voice their opinion. You may have had to keep quiet, or had a dominant parent, or a parent that you had to maybe fawn over a little bit with these cards here. And it can sit inside you, I suppose, with the Lilith card here and the Chariot card here. And this person brings it out so it's not aggression or being antagonistic, but it will turn into what I guess with the Sun card here, a lovely card having the centre. It's like initiating yourself into self-assertion, I suppose. And your person does it in a way that's so natural, so straightforward, with no edges, no ulterior motives, that it's like it's a wonder to behold. This is a good relationship, even though you're thinking, oh, please no, just give me that. It's a good relationship. You've got the Fool there, that's an awakening, that, and you've got the Sun card there, which is another awakening in a different way because it's clarity. So, the person you need in your life is going to come across as straightforward, no apologies. There's nothing here that indicates there's warmth here. There's somebody who will have your back. There's somebody who will tell you if they don't like what you're wearing. If you ask them, if you're saying, does this suit me? They will say no. That it will be that type of thing. There's a feeling here your person may be business orientated because of the drive there. They will exercise. You may meet them in a situation where one of you feels slightly outside of the circle or the social group. This person will be forward in introducing themselves if you don't know who this is already and they've already done this. And the Six of Wands, it's a huge healing journey for you, probably for both of you because you will probably meet halfway. But this is all about the person you need in your life because it's going to allow those bits inside yourself that you have pushed aside from being young to come out in a way that is positive. Lilith can be the I love the Lilith myth, but I can't remember it, but this is what it means to me. I chose the name HULUPPU because of the HULUPPU tree and it being almost like a system that never ends. You know, like the world tree, and we all get the information and we play the same roles over and over again. And Lilith is the one that's thwarted. It's the dark bits inside ourselves that we push deep down inside ourselves, that we project, or that we act out in maybe unconscious ways. And we feel ostracized from situations, which you have got over here. And it allows you to be able to revisit that and then to feel a little bit more whole. And this person does it with a Sun card here in a very straightforward, I'm not going to say kind way, but honest way that you can trust way. So this is the person that I think may be coming towards you and the person that you need in your life. So don't back off if somebody's straight. Because these cards here, you know, if somebody's really tough with somebody who's very Cancerian all the way through, it's like, that's rude, and they run off. But this is like, okay, know where they're coming from. Because it may not be trying to trip you up, it's just saying what they see and wanting everything to be straight. This type of energy tends to be people at the top of business, and you have got work cards here, because they make decisions quickly. And they're not afraid to say no. And if you're at the top of, I don't know this myself, but if you're at the top of a business and you say yes, or you want to please people, you're in a mess about 2 days in, because you can't please everybody. And maybe you like that feeling, but it feels like, it does feel like a journey for you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you feel, I don't know, there's a sexy feel of just being somebody different and open and honest and straightforward, especially as well, you know, talking about sex very quickly before as I pack up. But if you're quite shy, or I'm going to say, what's the word for the opposite of courageous? I can't think, but if you're just like traditional or not very courageous with your love life, or you have a pattern, this person will bring you out of that. They won't allow somebody to overthink or to be self-conscious, or it's like just enjoy it. You're here for the moment, just do it, that type of thing. Not in a bad way, but in a way that allows a different part of you to express yourself. Okay, pile number 1, I'm going to go. I hope that helps. Good luck. Bye. Okay, let's just have a look at you, and it will give you an inkling of why you may want this person, how you pull them towards you, if that's what we do. You've got the Ten of Fire here. That to me always makes me think of spiritual exhaustion in some way. It's like you may have been through difficult situations, or you've basically just lost your pizzazz, or whatever the word is. That is not a word, is it? What is that? The Chiron here next to it makes me think that there's a strong feeling here with the Crown and the Ten of Fire that you give a lot to people. With these two together, with that almost, it's like, to me, the Ten of Fire is carrying lifetimes, this is really dramatic, wait for it, lifetimes of hefty lessons, and perhaps almost taking on other people's karma. I don't know what the word is. It isn't karma. The Chiron card here is like coming back into this lifetime to do it again, and you're getting tired of it. I don't mean literally you're going to stop doing it, but it's like you try and make the world a better place with these two cards here, with what I would say eyes on the skies feeling. You do it because you want to leave this world feeling a lot better than if you don't want to bring people down with you. You feel like you're here to support a bigger ideal, I suppose. Then you've got here the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You're tired, but you're ready for a fresh start. So you want somebody, to me, this has got a feeling that you're after somebody who has a same worldview as you, a healer. They're not going to come dressed in all purple with their hands out and shining in light, but somebody who has got an intent the same as you, to leave the world a better place. So this will be somebody, I haven't got to their card yet, will be one sentence like that will really get you. Not I like helping old people across the road, but something like that. It will be somebody who comes across with a bigger intent, if you know what I mean, that will make your heart melt. Let me just keep going with you. The Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, you may have started something. There's a feeling here with these two cards that you may have some business that helps people already, whether it's whatever you give your time to. I feel that you nurture people. It doesn't have to be like childcare. It will be you make people better by them rubbing off you, if you know what I mean. The Ace of Pentacles here, what you're looking for is probably to expand, but you're in what I would guess tired but confident with who you are, what you've done so far. You're in a good place. You've got a good, but I would say you've got good intentions, and I don't mean good intentions in partnerships or to the end of the day. I mean good intentions with your whole lifetime. If you were sat in a cloud before you came down, I'm like, okay, I've had some tough lives, I'm prepared to do it again, just chuck me in, that type of feeling with this. And it's moving, everything's going, you're happy with where you're going and who you are. So there's no neediness coming from this. So I'm intrigued to find out how your person that you need in your life will come across. This has a feel, this is, I can't really, this is the picture I've got in my head. It's like you've been allowed to grow into who you are and you're doing a really good job, as I said earlier. It feels like you've blossomed in some way. So I get a picture here of like a flower that's grown and it's in the sun and it's happy, and other little flowers are sort of like leaning towards it. That's the feeling I've got from you. I have a feeling here that this person thinks you're beautiful, comes up, puts a trowel in and uproots you totally. But it's like they put you somewhere else, that you still got these qualities inside you. You don't change, but you change something, and I don't know what. It's probably insight here. You've got stuck in there's also a feeling here of a picture of a record, and you're almost like stuck in a rut. Where you probably identify with giving and with healing others or being more. And this person's coming across as the Tower and the Devil, and it's saying, okay, that's, you're playing the game, but you're here as well for yourself. Because this, to me, the Devil card, and your cards have got a feeling of, it's difficult to say. I keep thinking that, I always think of life in general like this anyway, but if you were out of this world and you were looking down, you would have said, I want to come back and I want to make a difference. And then this person would be saying to you, the Devil card, yeah, but you're in the world as well, so you've got to get out of it too, rather than just being that for other people. You're here, you've made the decision, enjoy it. And it's like they take you outside of your work situation, your relationship situation, and it shakes you all up. And it can be, I'm thinking the word carnal is coming to mind here, which of course it is with the Devil, but it's like sex can play a part in this. This is also another feeling here. I can't remember the full story. It's a story of my brother travelling, and he was doing a Ouija board or something, and there was some strange stories. Half of these are convoluted. I'm honestly not telling porcupines on purpose, but he was with this woman who, I can't remember, there was two girls. One had what I would say are horrific stories of what her dad did, and he was very much into, I would say, the darker side of the occult, and stories that I can't really repeat because it may offend people who've had troubled times. And there was another girl there, and the advice, say I am muddled, it was either the advice from doing a Ouija board, which scared my brother, and that's hard to scare my brother, was have more sex. It was that. Also, my brother thought that was great. I don't think he probably helped out, no, my brother, but there is this like, have more sex and don't think too much about it. I'm like this. You can see it, can't you? It's like breaking down what you've got, being outside a situation. The Star card is, again, that healing feeling. It's like you feel like you've come here to do some good. And to me, to bat it down to a normal life situation is, let's say you're having an argument with your brother or your sister or your mum or your colleague, and you're there doing the best thing possible, saying, okay, I can see where they've come from, troubled childhood, I'm going to do the nice thing, but you are here too. This person will almost slam it up to your face that you are here too. So it's being a little bit grittier with the situation now, rather than being too idealistic here. It's like enjoyment, it's sexual, it's complete change. This isn't what I was expecting. And that adds to the whole circle of your understanding. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been sent from some satanic temple to deliver this. I have not, honestly. Because this is a bit like Aleister Crowley, do as you, what is it you used to say? Do what you want, enjoy it. It was basically that. But that has got this, I'm going to bat this down from satanic temples, because I am honestly not in one. It's be grounded in life. Let me put it into a nice flavour here. It's be grounded in life. Hold on. Yeah. It's enjoy the earthy bits of yourself. Enjoy swimming in the sea in the morning. Enjoy sex. Enjoy coffee. Enjoy relationships. Don't try and be too good for too long, because you've done it before and you've done a fantastic job. Come back, carry on doing it. But remember, you've got very earthy cards here. You've got celebrating. You've got yourself. And you've got somebody here who's going to help you do it. So this person may be earthy, they may be Capricorn. It's like, spend your money. Have sex. Oh God, I can get myself into trouble. Have sex. Don't just always think, be good. Being good and being nice is all very lovely. But sometimes, to actually break that routine without feeling that you're going to lose everybody can also be a bit of a wake-up call too. And the High Priestess here, you know what's going on. And this, to me, the High Priestess and this person coming towards you is like understanding that whatever part we play in life, it's like a big circle. So however, I'm not saying be revolting, go and do anything really naughty. I'm just saying don't be so, I'm going to say prudish. I don't mean prudish. I'm only saying that because I know you're going to tell me off in the comments. I'm going to say prudish. Don't be so prudish or be so tight with who you are. And we all do it. We all do it. And life's difficult. You especially will know that you can get pummeled in life with this Chiron here, and everything can feel very raw with Chiron. But I feel like you're tired of playing that part from these cards here. You've got confidence in who you are. To me as well, with the High Priestess down here, this person allows you to understand that you've completed a cycle, is probably what I'm trying to say. And that it may be, you may have even been, I don't know, here with the Cow and the Ten of Fire is a very strong combination to me. You may have been fed into this system, whatever that means, for knowledge, because you've got the High Priestess there. So this person may, oh my gosh, I do honestly feel like I'm one of these like Netflix videos, when you get these yogi people who take people onto their whatever they have, their groups, and then they have the devil card and it all goes terribly wrong. I'm not trying to lead you into that at all, but there's a feeling here that you know who you are, you understand who you are, you probably know why you're here. You've done a really good job of it, but this is like, okay, what's next type of person coming into your life. So how will this person affect you? How will you recognize them? What will they give out? Let me choose a different card. It's lushness or plushness or interest in, this person could turn up in a flash car or with really nice clothes on, or could be well off, or be very interested in sex, or have multiple bank accounts. It's like they're interested in things that are very much down to earth. They could eat a lot, they could just enjoying being alive. And it breaks down. I don't think you'll be attracted to your person straight away. Because this, to me, the Empress and the Devil is like plushness and lushness and finances and enjoying it. And I'm thinking of, not Reggie White, what's his name? Elton John, and all those things around him, and everything's going slightly wrong. And you feel like, okay, this isn't right. But it's only part of that you take on. It won't be quite as dramatic as this. It will be somebody who enjoys food, somebody who's reasonably well off, somebody, and it's like, well, that doesn't fit in with what I think life should be, and maybe it is time to relax a bit. And they always say, that's the second time I said that, who are they? But we don't know. A great lesson to be able to know how to give, to be generous, to just have what I probably think is money has no meaning to us, is to have loads of it. If you win the lottery, you know, it's a good, let's just say you're really tight arse. and you win the lottery and you learn to give. What a lesson. What? I'm ready for it. What a lesson. So this person that you need in your life is going to teach you about life in a way that you may not be attracted to at first, but it will be fun. They will teach you how to express yourself. They will teach you how to enjoy the big things and the small things that are right in front of you. They'll probably take you out of your head a bit. You may meet them through work, but this person will be attracted to your confidence in an inner confidence in who you are now. I don't think you'll be attracted to them at first, but this person doesn't second think being. Very much engaged in what they're doing at that moment. If I could see this person's handwriting, it would be huge in the middle. Not somebody who philosophizes or idolizes or anyizes, but I would guess bigger at the bottom maybe, more interested in what's in front of them. Earthy. It feels like two people, I'm going to wrap this up in a minute, two people playing tick around like tag around an astrology chart. And this one's like, it doesn't matter one in front of you, one behind. It's like, okay, next lesson together. But one's in Capricorn, one's in Pisces, if that makes sense. One's very much into, I'm going to say yearning and earning, but it's very much into keeping things stable in this lifetime, but making sure that they enjoy the materialistic bits. And so I'm thinking like Earth, Taurus, Capricorn feeling. You're very much into like Pisces, Chiron feeling, to give and to be good and to heal yourself and heal others. But it's an end of a cycle for you. Anyway, I will sum this up. Let me just see how you're going to meet this person. If somebody comes to you and say, do you want to go out and like in a threesome, or do you want to meet somebody, it's something very straightforward, or it's like an offer, it's like a decision, and it's to do with the Knight of Swords would be something like, and it's some friend from the past that would introduce you. And the answer is you've got to say, yeah, okay, if you've got into a space, where you are happy reading, you are happy doing tarot cards, looking at astrology, keeping yourself to yourself, but working really hard, but coming home. If anything is offered outside of your normal routine, which is probably a start to all of this, it's like, say yes. Because the person that you need in your life will show you a different perspective, one that you may initially find completely repulsive, but it will be a touch of it that will rub off in a way that you think, oh, I can see a different perspective. What is actually wrong in enjoying yourself here? And I don't know this person's name, but I'm going to guess, and I could have this wrong, and I don't know how to say it. Is it Krishnamurti? Or there was couple of books that I read when I was really young. No, I don't think it was him. There's another. Yes, no, it could be. And he always used to have really nice clothes. And I think he was being interviewed, or somebody asked him, how can you spend so much money on yourself? And it has this feeling here of, well, I'm here, why not? What does it really matter? It's only money. If you get it in a way that you're not hurting anybody. It's just exchange, isn't it? So let me sum this up. The person that you need in your life is going to show you a different perspective. You've worked really hard to get where you are. You've got what I would say good moral grounding here. You feel like you're here to help people, and you probably are already doing it. You've got an inner confidence in where you sit in life. This person who will come towards you, I don't think you'll be initially attracted to them. And I don't even know if this is a love relationship, to be honest, because this person is quite expressive with regards to their needs and their wants and their desires. And it may turn you off initially, but it's part of yourself that you've forgotten. And that is being very here, very grounded. And you've shut yourself out on your journey too much. You shut yourself out on your journey because you probably have very strong outer planets where you've yearned to be something a little bit more than the average every day. And this person is like, remember that you are all of that. So don't turn your nose up. It's like, get stuck in and enjoy it. You don't have to go down some merry path, some salubrious passage, but just, just enjoy your time with this person. It may not be like rampant sex and drinking cider behind the bins. It may just be somebody who takes you out for food and stops you thinking and stops you trying and lets you just sit and watch the birds. It could be that. So I'm going to leave that there, pile number 2. I wish you all the best, but this is like, both these piles have been, pile 1 and pile 2 have been big changes. This one is like you're stuck in what you feel that you should have been and you've done it to perfection. Now it's time to bring a little bit back of something else and not to judge yourself. I think it's like, okay, let's just try it. God, I honestly feel like I'm going to have somebody knock on the door and take me away in a minute. I am not in some sort of I don't even know the names. Philomena is what I'm thinking. I'm making it all up. I'm definitely going to go. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Bye. Okay, pile number 1. This first bit is about you. So you're looking for what you need in this person, the person you need in your life. So I'm looking at your needs first. That's what I'm trying to say. You're coming across as a son of Earth and Saturn here. So to me, this feels like somebody who you could have been brought up in a family that had a great respect for dedication, hard work, responsibility, and you've taken it on and you've, I'm going to say run with it, but you're carrying it. You're carrying the can and you're doing it well. A family that mum and dad probably worked really hard. Oftentimes I've seen a lot of children with Virgo moons where the mum was in work when the child was young, and so they just think that's the way that life should be. And people tend to look for somebody, their moon sign, who's very similar. So there's a feeling here that maybe because the Saturn there makes me think of restrictions. So I'm thinking, what could be restricted possibly in your life? It could be that feeling if it's a bit of a thwarted Saturn, or a moon that's got difficult aspects where unless you did well or you achieved, then you could possibly have felt that love may not have come towards you. Just because you've got 2 earthy cards together there. You've followed by cards here that show what I guess is a feeling of defensiveness, almost like a tired feeling and a bruised feeling here, and not taking things up. And because you've got this next to the World card, it feels like completion. To me, it feels like all your piles this day feel the same. It's like ready for change. It's a similar feeling to pile number 2, apart from this has got a very dedicated, hard-working, earthy feel to it. It feels like you could be financially secure now. You could even just be working to pass exams, and it's getting to the point where you're waiting for a break here with the World card. It's almost like you're finished. I've done enough. I'm waiting for something different. But with a backdrop like this, there will be fear with letting things go. This would be the type of person, if this is you, who feels that if you made a change, then the fear of your finances would be difficult for you. If you changed job, or if you changed house, or if you changed your mortgage, or it's like that could almost give people I know with this flavour can get lockjaw. And I'm not joking now. I know people who have heavy Saturn, heavy Earth inside them, and they have such strong physical reactions to loss of financial stability. As I said, lockjaw. It always seems to be the jaw, actually. Both the Saturn people that I'm thinking of here have difficulty eating when they're stressed with regards to losing jobs anyway. So a very concrete, strong, hard-working, persevering, sensible person is what I'm thinking here. The type of person that, this is you, that people tend to fall towards you when they're a bit afraid themselves. You've got fed up with playing that role here and you're looking for subconsciously a way out. Let's have a look at who's coming towards you and how they may play a part in that. Doesn't mean that has to be your personality. It could be part of your life at the moment. You could just be very busy, fed up being the same job, working too many hours, or money being tight, and feeling like you're just always batting people off, and there's not much time for anything else in your life. So the person you need, oh my gosh, oh my lordy. You're not going to like this. The person you need is almost the complete opposite from the situation that you are in at the moment. I'm saying situation because as I'm dealing out the second pile, this may not be your childhood or your makeup, but it may be something that you are in at the moment. This person is the type of person who makes you sell up and set up a used car sales shop in Cancun or something. You've got Neptune, you've got the Three of Fire, you've got somebody who looks like a traveller looking over the water. Nobody loves to travel more than a Pisces, Gemini type. So this person is fluid, has got movement, very mutable, very much easygoing. There's a feeling that they can love big. You've got the Strength card and the King of Cups card here. And they're going to introduce you into what I feel is almost like I'm going to say love bomb, but that's got different connotations, but it's like a love initiation. It just feels, it feels as if you're just going to end up, it's not, one of these piles, I think it's pile 1, had a very sexual feeling. This hasn't got that, but it's got a real sort of, this person will tell you that they love you and you'll be like, oh, we don't say that in our house. Somebody who is open, kind, generous, and easygoing, and definitely, it's like falling in love on holiday feeling this. You know, when you go back and you think, what on earth happened? And you don't want to go to work because you want to get that feeling back. With the Neptune there, I don't know how. It's like Neptune, it's like Pisces Leo feeling, and that is somebody who knows how to love. The first person that's coming to mind is, who's that handsome one off Friends, the Italian guy? He's Pisces, yeah, I think he's Pisces Leo. You know, it just has that feeling of somebody who is kind and open and allows people to be who they want to be. But this is also quite a self-indulgent combination too. My gosh. So why do you need this person in your life? Because you have forgot how to flow. Because you forgot how to play. You forgot how to move. It's like you've lost. This sounds rude, but because I got Ace of Pentacles down here, I'm explaining myself here, and you've got restricting planets, hardworking planets, self-defensive planets here, not getting offered things, or not wanting to take up offers, and then wanting to end all that. And your person's coming across as the complete opposite. There's a strong feeling here that you've gone through a patch where you've shut yourself off a little bit, and you're not open to new opportunities, and this person is going to bring in it's going to be like a breath of fresh air. And if that term love bombing hadn't been misused, I would want to use it because it feels almost, and you know, please don't put connotations in that they're there and they're gone. I think that's what it is. It's just they're there and it's big. But there is also a feeling here that this person is difficult to tie down. So But I'm still don't. I meant love bombing as in I can picture one of those like bombs that you get, or in not Lust. What's that shop? It's not Lust, is it? They make like bath bombs. It's like a big version of love and kindness and laughing and movement all in some sort of little pile. Yeah, let's move on from my pile analogy there. Okay, so the person you need in your life is going to show you a different direction. They're going to show you how to change, how to make a decision, how to fall flat on your face and not care if it is the wrong decision, how to basically waste some money, or to perhaps turn up to work late, or to just book a journey without thinking that you, or travel without thinking that you can afford it and you don't care anyway. It's basically throwing up what I would say is self-defensive and rigid concepts or mind processes up in the air with this one here, and you're ready to do it. You're probably telling me to sod off, to not, because the world card there, it's like you've had enough of where you are now. It's a big change coming here, and this person comes across as being able to express themselves. A Leo in love would be somebody, Leo Cancer, Leo Pisces, needs to be loved and is they spend their whole life looking for it. And so they're going to be able to express themselves. They will want that back from you. This is to me feels like, don't take this the wrong way, but somebody who's got a little bit of extra weight on them and likes drinking wine. It has that feeling of somebody who doesn't watch their waistline. This isn't somebody who's in the gym all the time, making sure that you can see their abs. This is somebody who sits down with a bottle of wine and enjoys it. There is, and I've said this in past readings, this energy used to be a man in our village who had this energy, the village I used to be in. We used to call him Don Fanucci because he owned the village, but he used to import wine from France and had done that since he was young. But he just loved everybody. If you shut yourself off from people, which I think, you're probably very much into, you're probably busy is what I'm thinking here. So you've got your head down, you're walking along the street. This person wouldn't let you pass without saying hello, that type of almost bringing you into who they are, and then you lose yourself. The warmth, the attention, the possibilities this person provides. It's like bringing new energy. This hasn't got a feeling of somebody, although I'm talking about expanding waistlines here, of somebody that doesn't do anything. This person owns their life. They go out, and as I said with the guy and this has got this feeling here with the vineyards in France, he owns his life through almost pushing out his own personality, not restricting it. And that may be why, because you've got Saturn here, why you meet this person, that you need this person in your life. It teaches you to possibly give out more. I don't mean like by being like this person, but taking that part of them that you express your personality outwards more. Because this is sort of like, hey, let's get it. It's like trying to keep hold of water in your fingers, but it's exciting. It's like tingly, and you're like, keep your head down, keep working. Everything will be okay. Oh no, actually, I've had enough of this, and in they come. So let's move on. Where are the cards? They're here. Move these up here. This person is going to stop you feeling disconnected from life. And I don't mean that to sound rude, but we all go through periods of time which feel like winter. We all sort of like put your big thick jumpers off and hide inside. This person's going to make you feel like there's so much more to be had out of your week, out of your year. I don't know how long. It's like possibility, probabilities, playfulness, the ability to love and to give and to make life bigger, and it starts to rub off on you because your energies at the moment are quite, you may have this in you but had your head down working or being, or just, it feels to me you've got too many cards here of no, I'm not doing that, and are you playing with me because I'm not finding it funny and I'm busy type of feelings here, but had enough of it. But to me, I'm thinking with this energy here that if somebody told you that, you wouldn't be very happy. But this person, I think, must seep in bit by bit into you until it starts rubbing off and you think, ah, yeah, I remember who I used to be. When you used to go travelling with like £2.50 in your pocket and you didn't care, or you felt that excitement in your life when you found somebody, you saw somebody who's attractive, that Leo falling in love feeling, or when you were creating something or doing something that made you feel like you were giving more of yourself or expressing yourself, regardless of the financial comeback, just because you're just being you. It feels lovely. Very Leo feeling in this. You've got the King of Wands twice. You've got a feeling of Don Fanucci in this. You've got a feeling of somebody who doesn't care what people think. And that's the person that you need in your life. There is a strange feeling, and I think I may have said this already, as I think pile 1 or 2, was you may not be initially drawn towards this person because of the difference between the piles, but oftentimes you find this situation, you can't get away from them, and then you start falling for them. So it won't be, I don't know if it'll be initial attraction, but it will be a builder. So to sum up before I go, the person that you need in your life, pile number 3, is going to be big, kind, joyous, enjoys the finer bits in life. Somebody who's confident, somebody who likes to love and loves to be adored back. Somebody who may already have their own business or has the confidence at least to do it, doesn't mind taking risks, and probably is not afraid of tackling anything, and I mean that with regards to like institutions or I don't know what I mean. I suppose with the King of Wands here and the Ace of Pentacles, it's like the ability to start something up afresh and not to feel that they have to work underneath somebody or to take somebody else's advice. Entrepreneur-y type of feel. I don't like the word entrepreneur. I don't know why, because I feel like I'm trying to sound sexy in French, but I don't know. And this feeling is expansion in you. The person you need in your life is going to expand who you are, because you've probably gone through what I would guess the World card, a period that you're ready to come out of. And much needed. Saturn is much needed in everybody's life, but it can feel dry after a while, and as can all the energies, too much of anything. But it's definitely time for a change, and let this person grow on you, because it will bring different parts of you out. Okay, I'm going to leave you there, pile number 3. Thank you very much. Bye.